Let's turn this on, please. Thank you. So my apologies for that. So we're going to stay on for an extra bit. And the message goes, I believe in you. You got this. One person says, good morning. I do appreciate that. And more importantly, a very good morning to her as well. And I am sure she's not far by. From what I'm aware, that she's traveling someplace right now. Well, and earlier on while I was out, I've noticed something. Excuse me. – And I done a bit of an old friggin' botch. I left my microphone on, damn it. So I, well, I should have done this before I went off the air. So I think I've been had on this one. I think I've been had. I do not know how many mistakes that I have made in the last weeks, days doing these commentaries. I do not know how many mistakes, but oh, this is interesting. Right. That's interesting. Okay, we're going to punch that up on the big screen. And here we go. And punch her up, and there it is. Australia braces for more COVID infections. Oh boy. Now that's not good. Quite honestly, that is not good. When you have Australia braces itself for more COVID cases, when was this updated? Let's have a look back. I think it was today or yesterday. I'm not 100% certain. Let's have a look. It was updated just today. Okay. Nasty piece of shit. Nasty, nasty, nasty. I think from the last caller that we had on the air with us there a few days ago, that that the case may go up further and further. Well, I have a little news for Australia right about now. Pardon me for being a bit negative, but I tell you this for sure, it's going to be a little bit more longer than I expected. It's going to be a little bit. It will be a little bit longer, I think. This could take up till the middle of January or February or March, April, May, June. Argument's sake, I'm just using those months as an example. Well into next year. This is a serious and ugly crisis, folks, and this is ugly. Real ugly. Back to here. So Australia braces itself for more COVID cases as the country moves towards reopening. Well, knowing the Australians, as in the Australian official governments, that they could change their minds at a split of a second with a click of a thumb, with a click of a finger. That is for sure. And just yesterday's news was this: Iceland halts the use of Madirana. If I can't even pronounce it. Madirana vaccine, citing inflammation. Oh boy, that's in reference to the vaccine. What have we got here? Oh, the sneak of the snake has tuned into the show again. Care to be part of the show? Ah. Oh, what a day. Just to that person's there we go. We had a bit of a network problem there a second ago. Reception went down. I hope you are feeling better after that text that you sent me. To the person that texted in the show. Let's have a look at that. We're just talking to other individuals in private as well. This right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you can. What the hell? Okay. Oh boy, what a disastrous show we're having today. Um, so this has topped the list. Just to get back, Australia braces for more COVID cases as the country moves towards reopening. I think that is going to be a little bit longer, for the record, quite honestly. And to be quite fair, this could be a very, very long and arduous case here. So, what are your thoughts about the Australian COVID cases? I have a friend down there that's in a possible situation right now that he may have to wait a little bit longer for him to get home to see his family and friends, and one of them is one of my cousins. One is in Australia, and one of them is way further. So I do not know right now, as I sit here, to what's going on. What we're going to do this time, we're going to take our commercials this time in a proper fashion. This time, there are going to be no freaking delays. We are going to take a quick timeout, and this time the microphone is going to be muted. Right, we're back live, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, for those who didn't catch it the first time last night around after 1 a.m. I had a little fall in here. I do not know why, but at least I overcame that. Like as I said in the previous commentary there moments ago, that it'll take me a while to get up. And speaking of more news, let's get back to that if we may, because I'd like to keep our viewers updated to the goings on in the world of social news and media. Oh boy, is this Britney Spears or am I just going nuts here? Okay. No, it's not Britney Spears. I thought it was Britney Spears. Oh, musician and broadcaster Tony McMahon passes away. Condolences out to the family on this case. This is from yesterday's news. Okay. Yesterday's news is yesterday's past, quite honestly. Okay. And for those who are into budgets, I think next week the budget will begin next Tuesday. And if I read there some time ago that this year's budget is set to go to 2.8 billion. Oh boy. It's a lot of dough. A lot of money. Okay. Back up. Let's see what's going on in the entertainment section. Touring to host the 66th Eurovision in 2022. Oh boy. Now, it's in Italy of next year. Okay. Oh, buongiorno. Okay. Let's put that one out. Get rid of that. Oh, shoot. Did something stupid there. Can we put her on? Hello. There we go. Put her on the screen. And bosh. Booyaka. There you go. Eurovision to host the 66 song contest in 2022 in Italy. Here's the question I have for this one. If they're going to host the Eurovision 2022, will they be allowed in the arena in a full capacity arena, stadium, center, call it what you want? Are they going to be allowed in with a full capacity? One, without wearing a mask. Two, without social distancing. Are they going to be allowed in, or is these rules are still going to stick by? That's the question right now that I'm making a point here, and that's from an observational point of view here. When I say that, right here on this live morning broadcast, it's just 5 minutes to midday. 5 minutes to 7 Eastern time. And I hope you all had a, wait, no, we got a network problem. What in the hell? And I hope you all had a good night's kip, as in a good night's sleep, etc. Now back to the punch. Back to this. If there's going to be 2 meters apart of social distancing and wearing masks, then it's not going to be a good Eurovision, in my own humble opinion. It's not going to be a good Eurovision. I know one individual that's a massive Eurovision buff. I'm not saying his name. And I've spoken with him. Decent individual. Don't get me the wrong way. Give credit where credit's due. A decent individual. He likes the Eurovision. Well, I hope individuals in the next year will get their money's worth out of that. Let's just hope that they do and make the best country win. And quite honestly, guess what? I'm going to tell it like it is. I could care less on who wins the Eurovision. I really do not care. Because I will tell you to what I think about the Eurovision. It's political. Just like the X Factor, it's political. I gave up watching that there back many years ago. I used to be a fan of that. I used to be a fan of the Eurovision. For some reason, I just stopped. I just had to stop because it just became too political. And adding to that, people were getting more and more pissed off because, argument's sakes, oh, they shouldn't have voted for this, they shouldn't have voted for that, etc., so to speak. Say, like us, we cannot vote. So that's a little bit, quite honestly, unbiased. So what that means is that I think we have unbiased judges that cannot call that right down the friggin' middle. They cannot remain they cannot remain impartial. They cannot be fair. They have to choose this and that to win. That's being unbiased. Yeah, it's the same as being a referee. You have to be impartial. You have to be fair. You have to call it right down the fucking middle. But do we have judges in the Eurovision doing that? I think not. I think not, quite honestly. Oh, too much, too much, too much. Just look at it one more time and I'll just punch it up. There it is. Right, to be a part of the show, you can join in by using this link right here. Studio.restream.io/guest. Do feel free to join in that, which means all you have to do is click on the link, then click in your name, then you are part of the show. That's all you have to do. And if you're unable to tune into part of the show, it's just now 12 midday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. And it's just 4 a.m. in the holy mackerel. It's just 4 a.m. on the West Coast. Good morning, America, as in like LA, San Francisco. It's just 7 a.m. in New York, Miami, and Boston, New England, New Hampshire. It's just 7 a.m. over there. We're, what, 5-6 hours ahead? Holy mackerel. And we have... Thank you. And thank you to Jessica. We are live right now as I currently speak. That out there to the individual. And I just noticed about our social media page that there were a lot of likes on our social media page. This is in reference to the blog page, so you can join us on our blog page. Hold on, let me put the link in there for you. Whoops, went too fast. And there you go. That would be added. And it's right there on the screen. Facebook.com/groups. Feel free to join our blog page. And yes, we are getting some members in our public blog page, blog page, whatever you want to call it these days. So we are getting to them. Right, back to yesterday's news for those who have missed out for the first time, who did not catch it. One, right, here we go. As of 8 p.m. Friday, which was yesterday, October 8th, 354 people in medical facility with diseases, which of 73 are in ICU. Headline number 2. We're over 60 minutes and counting. Thank you. Be mindful and patient of others and their experiences at this time. COVID-19 and social distancing. Yes, I had to cut that out, some of it, because the rest of the headline was too long, and credit goes to the HSE as well. Number 3. The hits just keep on coming. And Friday's news, edited, mind you, by me. COVID-19 for the cases of 2002, not the year 2002 now, mind you, 2002 new cases with 354 in a medical facility. The Department of Health has been notified of a for 2002 cases as 19. Continuing on, moving on, the use of Miranda vaccine as citing inflammation. Oh boy. And this, Australia braces for more COVID cases as the country moves towards reopening. Well, as I said in the previous commentary there moments ago, that, and the credit goes to RT News with that news source, by the way, I think Australia is going to be, they're going to have their hands full. Let's just tell it like it is. They're going to have their hands full with this matter. And this could lead up to possibly after the festive season. Now, I want to go on the record by saying I do not wish people to be in longer lockdowns than ever before. I do not wish that on either individual. I do not wish that. It's the same with the Australians. It's the same with people from New Zealand, respectively. So let's just put them two together. I do not wish either individuals in different countries and different parts of the states of New Zealand or Australia. I don't give a rat's toss to whom they are. They need to get out. They need to have their fucking freedom. They need to get out. Just so much going on now with the news now. This is the reason why, like, myself is not watching the news. The reason why I'm not watching the news, as I said before, is simply because I don't have this. I do not have time for this update. I just do not have time. What's this? Thank you for that. Back up. There we go. There we go. Back up to us. Australia's been through enough. New Zealand's been enough. When we've been through enough here in the Republic and the UK, I've been through enough. What next. Just think when you're going to get good news the next day, you're not going to get good news the next day. The media is full of bad news. The media can be bad news, and that can be very unpleasant to be around. And this is the reason why people hate news medias a lot. That's the reason why people hate cameras around them. That's to what I do think. But as I often dubbed it out before, each individual to their own. Okay, we are going to stop that timeout because I don't have. I was just dealing with other personal things here. So feel free to contact the show. We're going to be on for the next another 10, 12 minutes at least. So as according to one individual that said yesterday, I was traveling someplace yesterday. Get your skates on. So get them on real quick if you want to be part of the show. So do feel free to join us whenever you can. And yes, there you see my name on the bottom left. And yeah, what a day, what a morning. And for those who want to get in contact with the show, you can click on this link here, studio.restream.io/guest. All you have to do is click your name into the box, which is absolutely legit. So do feel free to do that if you want to be part of the show. You got a couple of minutes left, so get your ice skates on, get your boot skates on, get your roller skates on, get your roller blades. Call it what you want. Get your ass up out of that fucking office and be part of the show. And that's basically it. That's all you have to do. Studio.restream.io/guest, etc., so to speak. And what we're going to do now is, hold on, let me change a graphic here. There we go. Change that. I don't want to be dazzling people's eyes every time. Captions. And yes, I am planning to upgrade later on this week in reference, well, I wouldn't say this week, but soon, to the package of this awesome software of Restream because it's better. And I happen to like using it. And we're nearly 70 minutes into the broadcast right now as I currently speak. So outside, it's cloudy. It's not raining, but it's cloudy. If you know what I'm saying. So here in the Republic and the UK, and for those who are watching from the UK, a very good afternoon to those. And a special shout out to two of my cousins, one in Australia and one miles away from here, which I'm not going to mention. So special shout out to those two individuals as I currently speak. So last night, once again, oh Jesus. Like for those who didn't catch it the first time, I think this is the second or third time, maybe you might hear it in the first part of the commentary, that I was fixing something last night here on the computer for the show for today, like to get things ready done for today, instead of just doing it when doing the headline when I get up and typing in credits, whatever you want to call it. So last night, do you know when you go like that on your chair, you swing back or something like that, then all of a sudden the whole thing just snaps like a fucking twig. Well, I'm not 100% certain, but I will say this for nothing though. And this is on a safety notice aspect here. I might have reactivated. I did, as in reactivated my, and I am fed up. Do you know what? I am fucking fed up of myself of bringing up reference to myself now, and I think this is one of the reasons why I'm getting less viewers. And yeah, earlier on my mic was on mute and my microphone was turned on, and my own general procedure is I always have my mic turned off. So if you heard in the background while I was going out, that was me hobbling along. That was me doing that. That does not make me happy. It does not make me happy. Even when the door is open, or it's closed, or whether I'm talking to someone in the back or out the front to whoever it might be. It could be a friend of mine. Look, mistakes happen. Mistakes do happen. And quite honestly, today, I would have to freely say, is not a good broadcast. It's not a good broadcast for me. I'm with it, but up here in my head, I'm saying it's not a good broadcast. Here on the Saturday Stream Live. We're live on Twitter and on YouTube. We're going to stay on for an extra good few minutes and see how this pans out.